Ladies and gentlemen, Cody fans, Rock fans, Roman fans, wrestling fans, whatever kind of fans that we're talking to, I got Stephen Barker here, and we are talking about hashtag We Want Cody. Did you ever think that there would be a video on YouTube that had Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and The Rock, and it would get the most down-liked notifications? What do you call it?
Dislikes.
Reactions, dislikes.
It's what we call ratioed here in the YouTube world or in social media world in general, where you give something more down votes than up votes. I think that this illustrates, unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2024, how people take in their content. Are we passive viewers, or do we have to give our big fucking opinion? And I say that being a complete hypocrite right here, giving my fucking opinion
all the time.
But look, Cody Rhodes is not y'all's friend. All these people who are mad, and let's just get it out. Everyone's pissed off that The Rock is coming back for WrestleMania 40. That's a big number, right? That's a milestone. We've got Roman Reigns, who needs to for all time let everyone know that he might be on the Mount Rushmore at some point, and he needs that win. This Cody Rhodes thing has annoyed the shit out of me the last couple days.
Well, I'm a huge Cody fan.
Me too.
Well, you didn't used to be. So it's easy.
No. I've always was. And then he tried to solve racism by beating up a black British guy. And then he took the finisher into a flaming table, and that was his pin. He took that whole fucking move, but he got the pin. No, at the end of his AEW run, he had completely lost the plot. If you like what we're doing, we've been a podcast now for 4 years. We've been on YouTube for a little bit over 2. And if you go back, you can hear me talking about in the early days of AEW that Cody Rhodes was killing it, and then he didn't kill it. So, no, I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan. It's not that at all.
Well, for me, I see what everyone is saying, but I also see that this is The Rock. You can't just pass up The Rock. You can't just say, oh, sorry, Dwayne, I know you want to come and do the story that everyone has been wanting you to do for years upon years upon years. We wanted to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and now we get it, and because of some little formality, we're not happy with it. I'm completely okay, as a Cody fan, watching Cody win Seth Rollins' title at WrestleMania. I don't see how that is. It seems like the whole storyline goes to this title's not really worth anything, and I don't think that's the best strategy.
Here's the thing that I've been talking about in the chat, to the dismay of some people. Let's fucking wait and see. I am wondering if there's just a percentage of wrestling fans who watch wrestling so they can intellectualize and debate and try to be proven right, other than to be entertained. Who the fuck knows? WrestleMania is in April. The Rock is coming to Vegas, which I'm assuming that's the next SmackDown, and we're going to get the story. Shut up, nerds, all y'all. Let's watch. Because here's the thing. Triple H has earned our trust. He has given us a vastly improved WWE from about the 4 or 5 years before he took over. If this was Tony Khan, or if this was any bad booker that you think of, Eric Bischoff towards the end, then yeah, have your way. But Triple H has given us nothing but quality shit, and I know I sound like an E-drone, but he's earned my right to be like, dude, the table's set. We got the steak, we got the potatoes. Just let me know. Let's watch. Shut up and watch is really my fucking viewpoint on all of this.
Well, I have to say one thing is Eric Bischoff was not in charge of WCW booking at the end. So,
well, I mean, towards the middle, too. I mean, he also was the one that gave you 50 NWO members. He was also the guy who put Disco Inferno on NWO, so let's just chill out. He had 83 good weeks, and he lucked into that, and he lucked into that by getting WWE guys. So let's fucking ease up on Bischoff as Booker of the Year.
Easy E. You're messing with Easy E. I happen to be a fan of Eric Bischoff, and I will stay that way. But what we're talking about right now is trust for Triple H. And trust for Triple H, I have it. I've always had trust for Triple H. And especially now, we see what he's able to accomplish. And really, the fact of the matter is, they want what they think they want, but they don't actually want what they think they want, because if Cody's the one that goes against Roman, then Cody loses again. And that's the big thing. Cody is going to lose at WrestleMania against Roman because we have a goal. And our goal is to put Roman in that third spot. The only spot that's actually realistic to be reached. And we can reach it. We've already invested a ton of time in reaching this goal. They're going to reach this goal, and Cody would be a casualty of that goal if you put Cody in that spot. So Cody is going to win the title from Seth Rollins. It's already written on the wall. We can see it. We know what's going to happen. Now, afterwards...
I don't even think that. I don't know if we're done with all of this yet.
You don't think that Cody's going to win the world title from Seth Rollins?
Dude, I think we're in for a massive swerve, like a swerve like you ain't ever seen before. Just remember I said that cryptically on February 3rd, 2024. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying that Damian Priest is going to cash in on Cody after he finishes his story?
I'm saying that maybe Dalton Castle comes and beats everybody. Now, I'm just saying that I don't know if this main event thing is set. And I think that what they're talking about now, look, The Rock and Roman is definitely going to be wrestling the second night.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't want anyone that is watching at home to think that we really believe or that we are really reporting that Dalton Castle will have anything to do with WrestleMania.
I am. Stand by
it. Steve Barker can sign for that. The thoughts and opinions of Steve Barker are not that of the House of Kayfabe and the rest of its members, especially when it comes to Dalton Castle ever seeing WrestleMania. I don't think that will ever happen. However, I do believe that we are in for one of the greatest WrestleManias we've ever seen. I am not crying about having The Rock and Roman.
Well, you have a wife, you have kids, you have a job. So those things kind of they kind of even you out when it comes to how emotional you'll get about the content that you take. I think that's kind of a thing. You've touched grass, you grew up on a farm, you know what I mean? You're a little more even keel. We got a lot of people out there who need to work harder in their everyday life so they won't fucking care as much. Oh my God, I am so sick of fucking internet nerds. Like I saw someone posted where Arn Anderson and AEW said something about, it was the gun promo, and he was like, you're the kind of guy to go to WrestleMania and turn it down or whatever. And people are like, oh, we got Triple H. Like, you fucking nerds, you don't think that he probably doesn't know that? Like, I'm so fucking sick of this whole culture vulture. I've got to put my 2 cents in. And again, here I am doing it on YouTube. Get paid for it. Maybe that's the difference. I get paid and you fucking don't. I'm so sick of it. Like, woo, look, I'm smarter than Triple H. Shut up. We don't watch any kind of other content like we do wrestling. When we watch Lord of the Rings, are you like, well, I wish that blonde chick wasn't the one who beat Sauron. It should have been Legolas. Shut up. I'm so fucking sick of the internet marks, man. Just watch. Look, here's the thing. Here's what they should look at. Look, you're so invested. You're this emotional about it, which is what wrestling is supposed to be. It's not about fucking stars and great matches. It's about entertainment. It's supposed to be about spectacle and the way that you feel and the way that you'll remember it. I'll prove to you right now. Brian Resner, just give me one WCW 92, 95, which you and Adam are the only two who like it. Give me one moment that you still think about.
The one moment that I
just one, any.
Well, I still think about Steve Austin when he lost the television title to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat crawled underneath the ring, and Steve Austin looked over the side to see if Ricky was still there, and then Ricky came out the other side and hit him with the You're right, Stephen Parker.
That's what it's about right there, you fucking nerds. It's about how it made you feel at the time. And in 92, I'm assuming you were a teenage boy and you were fucking pissed off that this
I was
happened.
actually 10 years old, and I wasn't pissed off. I was actually really excited for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to actually win the television title away from Stunning Steve Austin, who had it for so long. And it was a great moment, but you know what? I didn't have the internet. My dirt sheets were actual magazines that I bought at Kroger.
And your friends.
And my friends. That is correct. And, you know, maybe it was a better time then when there wasn't as much information out there. But the fact that there is information out there is great. And it's wonderful that we have it. But this Cody Rhodes thing, you have to look at logic. We've got the biggest star, not wrestling star, the biggest star on the planet wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Okay, stop the boat and make that happen. You have to. You have no choice, no matter what your plans were. It doesn't matter who were in your plans. If the biggest star and the most popular human being on the face of the planet wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania, guess what? He's in the main event of WrestleMania. It's just the way that it has to go, and especially when you've already put in all types of time and investment into Roman beating Hogan for that third spot on the list. Nothing works in Cody's favor for him to be involved into that storyline.
But see, that storyline that, like, look, you all, Dave Meltzer has been wrong for like the last 6 months. Quit fucking listening to him. He is reporting that The Rock wants to. This has been in fucking action since last year. They knew that Cody was going to lose. They knew that September 11th was when fucking Roman Reigns beats Hulk Hogan's record to be the modern day longest reigning champion. Right? You could think of like Bruno, and who's the other guy that had it for Bob Backlund. That's last generation. That's 4 or 5 generations ago. Modern wrestling, he will be the longest running champion. It's WrestleMania 40. They fucking knew last year that The Rock was going to be in this main event. That's something else. I think because a lot of these people are AEW nerds, and I don't care to fucking stay in fights with you people, but you all think that like wrestling is booked the way that you've been watching it, which is to deal with the capriciousness and the non-directional booking that Tony Khan seems like he does, cracked out on Adderall the night before the show. We know from so many good podcasters that we trust, the Jim Cornettes, the Shane Douglases, all of your, workers that are online, that they talk about back in the day, they knew where they were going months in advance. One of the things they talked about with Vince McMahon, doesn't it feel icky just saying his name anymore? But every time we talk about Vince McMahon in like the classic Hogan era, he knew that Hogan was going to win a WrestleMania, and he was already looking at how is he going to get him to win the next one and make people care. This is not just willy-nilly pell-mell booking that we're seeing here. This is not like The Rock's like, hey, 2 weeks ago, I want to be in WrestleMania trips. Let's make it happen. That's not how this shit is working. And here's how I know, because everything has been booked pretty goddamn wonderfully for the last couple years since Triple H has taken over. Remember Sami Zayn. Remember how long that went. He knew where Sami Zayn was going to, hit somebody with a chair and stand up for himself. Look at Gunther. Gunther's like the longest running Intercontinental champion. He is a beast. Every time this guy chests up with someone that you halfway like, you want him to fight him. There's so many examples. Seth Rollins, killing it. He is the modern day HBK and one of the best gimmicks in the fucking game, in my opinion. It feels like wrestling to me. Wrestlings are supposed to sometimes be bigger than life's charisma personalities, and Seth Rollins is. We have no reason to bitch about this other than people who think that they have some preternatural connection with someone. Cody Rhodes is not your friend. I know what it is. They want the AEW guy to have the champion so they can make memes about it. They're not doing this to be entertained. They're not doing this for you. Talking about what that happened in 1992 with stunning Steve Austin and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. They don't care to have that enrich their lives. However many was that 20 plus years later. They just want to fucking act like they're smarter than you about something. We don't watch any other kind. We don't watch the NFL and be like, well, if it was me, I would have thrown that ball to Travis Kelce instead of fucking Pachinko. Shut up. It's just shut up. If you don't like it, don't watch.
Everybody does the armchair quarterbacking, though.
I can't stand it.
I mean, it happens. A lot of people do it. I'm one of them. I love to speculate, but
But you're not annoying about it.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I have enough emotional intelligence to not lose my shit over something that I have no control over. But I do enjoy thinking about, well, what if it happened like this? Like I was reading about how maybe WWE has a plan to unify the titles. Maybe Cody is going to take Seth's at WrestleMania and then take Roman's after Roman, beats Hogan's spot. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe we're going to see The Rock come out, do a contract signing, and find out that he's actually signing a contract for The Rock to be the referee in Cody versus Roman. We might get that. Who knows what we're going to get, but the point is, it's going to be great. I mean, Rock and Roman's going to be great. Rock and Cody would be great. Roman and Cody would be great. Seth being involved with any of those three, too, would be great. So, instead of being upset that you're not getting what you want or you're not getting the instant gratification that you expected out of Cody switching and going to the WWE, maybe you're not getting that, but what you are getting is something incredible guaranteed.
And as much as we talk about Cody's story, Roman's got a story. And his story is going to be in the top 10 in the history of the business. And I know a lot of people out there don't like that, but it's fucking true. This man for 3 years has put in great match after great match. Yes, he has not been a working champion. I think that's what makes it special. I don't need to see you every week. Because when I do see you, it's a big deal. It's why the way they book Brock Lesnar has been great. Because I don't need to see Brock Lesnar beat up Chad Gable on a random Raw. I want him to come in and make an impact. And I don't think that's ever going to happen again, by the way. But with the you know what I mean? Man, I got to tell you, Brian, isn't it so nice to be talking about wrestling again and not Vince McMahon's bathroom habits?
Yes, I would say that it definitely is, but there are still more Vince McMahon conversations to have on this show that we will have. So,
and I won't be in those videos, but Roman Reigns' story is he is going to be the longest running modern day champion, and he's going to erase Hulk Hogan. And look, I don't like it as much as you all Hogan fans, and I have never been a Hogan fan, but I definitely recognize his contributions to the business. But look, man, he did a thing at a time when you should have not got caught doing that thing. And look, they're going to let a minority beat his record. But here's the thing, and that's not why I'm about it. The Japanese have a saying, I wish I could remember what it is, but the saying just quite literally means the thing that has to be. There's no reason, there's no logic, it's just, it has to be. The Rock has to come and lay down for Roman Reigns. He has to give, because he's gotten all the pelts. He's gotten Cena, he's gotten Brock Lesnar, he's gotten Randy Orton, he's gotten Drew McIntyre, he's gotten Cody Rhodes. The last pelt, because it can't be Stone Cold, because that doesn't matter. Did he beat The Undertaker?
Yeah, I was there. WrestleMania 30.
Oh, hey, you remember that? That was awesome, right? And you weren't fantasy booking, you were just watching this great match, right?
Right.
There you go.
That's when The Undertaker left his boots and coat in the ring.
Okay, so the last pelt has to be The Rock. And look, I know that The Rock has become oversaturated. I'm kind of sick of seeing him. Everywhere, this motherfucker's everywhere. He's as bad as Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But He's the most famous human being on the planet. He is going to be the future president of this fucking country. The man still loves the business, and he understands how important it is for his non-blood cousin to get that win. That story has been going on longer than Cody's story in WWE. And I love Cody Rhodes. Man, I'm old. I fucking probably wept when I saw Dusty Rhodes lose to Ric Flair. I've been there. I'm more invested than you nerds are. But you got to look at that story, and Roman Reigns is going to make it to September 11th to beat that record. So if it was Cody Rhodes, he was going to lose anyway. And man, what a terrible thing to happen to Cody Rhodes, to lose twice at WrestleMania.
Right. And now we get to see him win at WrestleMania, and we get to see him win later. I would say he's going to be the one to beat Roman as well. You know, whether it's with the world title or without the world title, eventually he's going to get to Roman. And the fact that Cody Rhodes is going to be in the main event at WrestleMania for the second year in a row is enough for you to wake up and be grateful that you're in that spot after, you know, you smashed Triple H's throne on TV. You literally were a middle finger to this company for years.
You were Stardust, and look what you have done despite that.
Right. This is greatness for Cody no matter what. It doesn't matter if he's facing Roman. It doesn't matter if he's facing Seth. Whoever he's facing, if he's in the main event of WrestleMania, it's a win for Cody. And this is the second year in a row. And it's a win for Cody then, and it's a win for Cody now, despite the fact that he lost then. And despite the fact that he might lose this time. I don't care. Cody gets his flowers, and Cody deserves to be in the main event of WrestleMania. I am not saying he doesn't deserve to face Roman Reigns. It's just not that time.
It's all timing. You know what I'm saying? Like a wiser man than me said that good creation, good creativeness is all about timing. He said that the Beatles could release the White Album as a new record today, but it might not hit like it did back in 1968, I think. It's all about timing, and it's not his time yet. And man, Cody's story is wonderful. He went from Stardust. He went from a comedy mid-card act, got released, or did he ask for his release?
I think so.
Okay. And then got all of this cred on the indies and got all these internet marks, invested in him, helped start a company for good or bad, and did a good job, and then did not do a great job. And then he came home, and look at what he's done. I want to know how big of a Cody Rhodes fan you are. Are you going to still be as full-throated excited when he finally does dethrone Roman Reigns? And if you're not, what are you really doing? Are you just trying to get clicks, or are you wanting to be emotionally moved by content? Because I just don't know why else you would spend time watching something or reading something. I do that to be entertained. Sport, the etymology of sport, it's Greek, and it means a distraction from the everyday. And that's what sports are. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are taking it far too seriously. And here's the thing, you're going to still watch, so shut up.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to actually say is, you have this feud going on with this specific type of wrestling fan, and you are very invested in that feud. You do not like them, they do not like you, and you're both very verbal about it. But here's the thing: is
only difference is I'm right, because I know I'm right.
Not gonna say you're right, because sometimes you say things that I don't agree with. I watch AEW. I like a lot of things on AEW. I don't always side with Barker. But what I can do is I can say that the people that are saying that people are not going to watch WrestleMania, you're insane. It's WrestleMania 40. It's in Philadelphia. You are You are polarizing something that you're not going to win on.
No.
Yeah, they're
The
absolutely.
Royal Rumble was just the highest rated Royal Rumble in the history of that fucking event. You don't think
Absolutely.
this WrestleMania 40, Philadelphia, Roman Reigns versus The Rock in the main event, Cody Rhodes and Seth, and I don't know what else is going to happen there. We're not done there, I think. I could be wrong. Uh, this is going to be probably the most watched WrestleMania of all time.
Yeah, and it's going to be great, and people are going to watch it. So there's no reason to think that your "we want Cody" hashtag is going to be anything more than just a trend on X. And because it's not going to do anything. If you want to do something, then make Rock the heel of this ordeal. Like you were saying, if they're booing Rock and Rock leans into it because he will,
Because he's good at it.
100% will lean into it. If you want to have a battle with the Rock fans, go have one. He's good at those battles. So yes, please take your energy that you have bottled up that you're going to cancel Peacock or whatever you're going to do and take it into the events and make the Rock respond to you, because he will respond to you. Continue to push it if that's what you want. Make this whole thing interesting, because I'm watching regardless. Whether it's Cody in the main event, if Jinder Mahal was in the main event,
I'd be all
I'd be
about it.
watching WrestleMania, baby, because it's what I do. Thank you so much, Barker, for having this conversation with me tonight, and we will see you again here on the House of Kayfabe. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure that you hit the little bell so you get the notifications every time that we make a video. You can come and you can like it, and you can comment, and you can tell your friends, and you can share it, and you can pass our knowledge around the world. So, I hope that you will be watching WrestleMania. Actually, I know you will. Even if you say online that you're not going to, and even if you tell everybody that you're done with the WWE, everybody's still not going to believe you, because it's WrestleMania season, baby, and we are on the way. So make sure you continue to listen to us here at the House of Kayfabe.
I'll see y'all to WrestleMania because I'm going.